and welcome to the Open Telekom Cloud podcast called Radio OTC. You know, we have our video podcast here, and today we have our guests ebcont at our side. At one hand, Wolfgang Weissinger, at the other hand here, Keven Brunnbauer. And we are here in a beautiful Vienna, where the headquarters of ebcont is. And before we hear a little bit more about our two guests here, I heard you have brought a nice video to show us a little bit about ebcont. Maybe we start directly with this?
First of all, I would like to say thank you for having us today. And yeah, we would like to show a bit more about ebcont and would like to start with a satisfied customer, the KSV 1870. And I will start the video directly.
Der KSV nimmt von ebcont Softwareentwicklungsservices, aber auch betriebliche Services in Anspruch. Also auf der einen Seite wird die Softwareentwicklung für unsere Fachbereiche vorangetrieben und das zweite ist für ganz bestimmte Systembereiche, die spezieller Betreuung bedürfen. Dort hilft auch die ebcont. Wir arbeiten gefühlt seit 2 Jahrzehnten mit ebcont zusammen und es geht uns gut damit. Ein österreichisches Unternehmen, das vor Herausforderungen steht, die einfach der Markt verlangt und die größere interne Veränderungen, vor allem im technischen Bereich als auch im organisatorischen Bereich bedürfen. Dort würde ich empfehlen, ein Unternehmen wie die ebcont in Anspruch zu nehmen, weil hier einfach das Know-how vorhanden ist, aufgrund der Größe und aufgrund der beeindruckenden Entwicklung in den letzten 20 Jahren auch die Ressourcen da sind, sich jeglicher Herausforderung zu stellen. Am Ende des Tages zählt der Erfolg und das Ergebnis und zumindest aus unserer eigenen Erfahrung ist es damit gewährleistet.
All right, nice video. So I think the KSV is something like in Germany it's called the Schufa, right?
Correct, yes.
Great, okay, nice. So then maybe back to you as ebcont.
Yeah, we would like to show you a bit more about our health growth. We never bought any other company and are always looking for talents for ebcont. As you can see, we had the growth from 2007 with 28 employees to nearly 700 already in the last 25 years. And in our company, we have employees from 38 countries. This is what the ebcont is very proud of. And now we would like to go ahead with a few figures. As you can see on the picture, the Millennium Tower, near located to the Danube River, which a lot of beautiful sunsets and sunrises where we have in the early morning when you came to the office or in the late evening as well. As said already, we have 680 employees, 38 countries as mentioned, 807 million euro sales volume already, with 130 satisfied customers and nearly or more than 20 partners already.
One of these partners for sure, Open Telekom Cloud.
That's for sure. That's why you are here.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Here we can have a look on our locations as well, from Pinkerfeld to New York, which is not that thing that you mentioned is in one sentence, but the ebcont does it. And as well, we would like to grow more on the German market as well. We started in Saarbrücken and Frankfurt, Germany. Have now a new office in Hamburg, Germany, and I guess 3 weeks ago we have a new office in Berlin, Germany as well.
Wow, nice.
Now we would like to go a bit more in the south as well. Maybe in the near future, a little bit a teaser, could be Munich.
Maybe one question from my side. You've been to New York already? To the
yes,
office?
We have been in New York near the Bryant Park. So when you're near in Manhattan, please came by as well with one of our partners. We have those office there as well. Yes.
And if you go there, take us with you.
Our delivery model. We would like to offer our customers as well a full service, a full life cycle. And here we can show you a little of our delivery model. We have different companies as well. ebcont is the big one, but we have as well the ProConsult, where the project management is located. We have the communication with the UX UI prototyping. We have a development for sure with 400 developers roundabout at ebcont. So this is our main part. And the ebcont operations, where myself and Wolfgang are located in this company. As you can see, we would like to offer from the beginning on with the business analysis for our customers to get the best solution for it, and as well which cloud we can offer them, maybe if they would like to go in the cloud. A few customers on the public sector are limited to be on premise as they is a bit scared about the cloud, but they don't have to with such guys on my left hand side. Yeah.
Thank you.
So and one of the main parts as well, the full quality assurance, where we are responsible for our customers to have a secure coding as well with guidelines what our developers have in their mind.
So you see, when you are looking forward to go into the cloud from a on-premise data center or whatever, you see in this image here directly from the cloud itself, the Open Telekom Cloud, to our partners like the ebcont, for example, which are really helping you to go into the cloud. We have everything here.
Yeah.
As we mentioned already, how we work, the full lifecycle management in a bit of details, the operations, strategy and consulting, software development and the UI UX design. We have to check with our customers to be compliant with the EU Act as well. And with the accessibility EU Act, we are facing those challenges on the public sector as well with the UX UI design. And now we go further to ebcont operations, what our services are. We have the multi-cloud solutions, the infrastructure services, the security and compliance, what I am responsible for, and the modern workplace solutions as well. And now we would like to go a bit further into the cloud solutions and get a bit more overview about it. Multi-cloud solutions, we have those three with the hyperscaler as well, EU Cloud with the Open Telekom Cloud, which is also a reliable partner on that, and the services, what we can offer. As well with the multi-cloud solutions. And from Wolfgang, we can learn a bit more about it.
Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, regarding the cloud solutions, it's always interesting because you see hyperscalers, you see the European clouds, but I would say the benefit ebcont can offer is that we can offer you both. So we have experience with Microsoft Azure, we have the experience with Amazon Web Services, we have the experience with the Open Telekom Cloud. And that's really beneficial for a lot of companies because in the current times there are not a lot of companies which had never anything to do with cloud services. So they maybe started with Azure or with AWS, and now through compliance, security reasons, whatever, they are more focused on a European cloud solution, and we can offer them to help them migrate from Azure to Open Telekom Cloud, migrate from AWS to OTC, but also provide them services in both clouds. So like they want to have data in one, but some processing or computing in the other one. So that's something where at least I think we have a big improvement or a big advantage that we can offer all these services all together from the same company.
So the buzzword here is probably sovereignty, which we hear nowadays almost daily. So a lot of companies nowadays focus at the European cloud alternatives, right? When they are right now in the big hyperscaler world, because nowadays the times are really crazy. You have so much change in the daily business. You have so many uncertainties. So there you are the perfect candidate for this because you know both worlds and you can also really help in the transition from hyperscaler to a good European alternative, the Open Telekom Cloud.
Yeah, and we will hear it at the later stage of this podcast when we talk about one of our projects where we exactly did this. Yeah. We migrated from a hyperscaler to the OTC and on a very successful manner.
We go ahead with our promise to our customers and partners. We would like to be the reliable partner with hands-on mentality. This is in our DNA, so to say, from ebcont. We have to be flexible and solution-oriented for sure for our customers as well. The long-term expertise we offer, a successful partner network. This is one of the most important things in our company, to have this big network of techniques and solution-oriented employees as well. The continuity as well, for sure, for our customers to have this continuity on their side as well. And the security through the representation of the management. Our top 10 by sales volume 2024. As you can see, a few customers, which is well known on the market as well. And we would like to have a bit of deep dive in the Österreichische Bundesbahn, what we offered them and helped them for a project. We started with them with the business analysis to get the whole full life cycle management in their company as well. This is one of our biggest projects we had in our last years. And more about it you can see on the next slides. Involves the development and the booking platform of all, where you can book those tickets for the Österreichische Bundesbahn for those trains. The tickets sold several channels, like the ticket machine, on a counter, train attendant. So everything where you can buy tickets, we had to check this with our developers. We had a few teams at the ÖBB located. There was always nearly 5 developers and 1 Scrum Master in those teams. And as well with the back-end development, front-end development, CI/CD processes. And the main focus was to develop and the connection to individual microservices. Nevertheless, this was as well the architecture and business analysis for the Österreichische Bundesbahn. What makes the difference maybe to other companies on the market? We are already a big player, but ebcont is not known to everybody. So, oh no, never heard it. You have 700 employees? Mm-hmm. We have the startup mentality, as well the hands-on mentality from our management, as well down to our employees. And the tradition, flexibility, sustainability, and down to earth is one of the main things as well, what ebcont makes the difference. And ebcont stands for Electronic Business Consulting Team. We knowing us as a big team who would like to help our customers to grow, and as well with our partners like the Open Telekom Cloud. And I guess we know now a bit more from Wolfgang in details about the bit of projects as well.
Before we move over to you, Wolfgang, so thank you a lot, Kevin, for giving an overview. In the beginning, you mentioned already ebcont as a name, so now you already know what ebcont really means. We know that you really deliver end-to-end services, so a customer comes to you with an idea, and you really develop and deliver the full end-to-end spectrum to your customers. So from developers to Scrum Masters to really everything, right?
Correct, yes. Yeah,
great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, thank you a lot. And maybe then, Dennis, now it's your part.
Yeah, thank you. Also a warm welcome from my side. And we have definitely some viewers or listeners who want to know more technical facts. So Wolfgang, maybe you can tell us a bit more, how are you using the OTC? So to which extent, which services do you use, and how does the whole thing look like? So give us please some insights.
I mean, from the beginning, it's a quite easy question. We use everything the customer needs. So that's the easy part. To bring it into more detail, I will start with the project Kevin already mentioned with the German publishing company. So this was a project round about, I would say, 2 years ago. The company came to us with the need to migrate all their data they have from German students and they were currently in a hyperscaler data center in the United States, and they want to migrate this into a European cloud solution. Or let's say in a different way, they wanted to move it to a European server. They were thinking about on-premise infrastructure in the beginning, but yeah, we're thinking about if you're once into the cloud and benefit from all the beneficial parts of cloud computing, then you don't want to go back to an on-premise data center where you just store the data, pay for it, pay upfront for all the infrastructure, and so on and so on. So the idea was, okay, we have to find a solution where it can still be in the cloud and be in a European cloud, so everything is compliant. And the obvious solution here was the Open Telekom Cloud. So we suggested this and they agreed, and yeah, then we started to migrate everything to the Open Telekom Cloud. I mean, probably a lot of people here are already aware of the, I call it cheat sheet, between the services which a hyperscaler provides and how it's named in the Open Telekom Cloud. So you're grinning, so you know it. And yeah, we used that and found everything we need is already in the Open Telekom Cloud available, so we started migrating it. So it was a document-based database, like, I will now say it was from AWS, and from AWS we migrated to OTC. Yeah. So there was a DynamoDB, and we migrated it to the document database service in the Open Telekom Cloud. We used it via the REST API. Then what we used as well was the key management service to store all the secrets, obviously. And yeah, we also had some unstructured data which were stored in files. There's a file service here available in the Open Telekom Cloud. And yeah, so we began the journey after thinking it through. And yeah, I would say it was quite a successful project. So the customer is really satisfied. And besides the compliance benefit it has, it's also more benefits. So they always had troubles to find out how much they pay or how much they have to pay in the next month for their system. And now in the Open Telekom Cloud, we could give them a better overview and better forecasting how much they have to pay now or in the future for this service.
Cool, thank you very much. And maybe also because you mentioned it, so you also use the Netherlands region, or do you just more working in the German region?
So in general, if we think about this specific customer, the demand was we use the German region because it's a German company, it's German students data, so it was an obvious choice to go for Germany. For other projects and customers, it depends on the customer as always, but we're using both regions. I mean, the Netherlands region usually is a little bit cheaper because the energy prices are lower in the Netherlands. But if you're more focused on latency, for example, and you have a German customer, then you probably focus more on the German region. So it really depends on the use case.
Oh, very cool. And why did you choose OTC?
I mean, there are some competitors, but in this specific case, we had the benefit that it's in Germany, so that a German data center from a German well-known company with the Deutsche Telekom. So there is more trust, and in such uncertain times as today, trust is really essential. And if you talk about German student data, and that were quite some important data which they were storing, trust is really needed and really helpful if you have a company like the Deutsche Telekom behind and cloud provider or a cloud service.
Nice. And maybe one last question before I hand over to Stefan. I would really like to know what do you appreciate the most about our partnership?
That's a good question, actually. Never thought about it. I mean, one thing I really like is all the people I need something from. I know their names, I know their phone number, I know their email address. So if we have to set up a project or think about something, brainstorming, I know to which people I have to go and which people are which people are responsible for this. And that's something you don't have in a hyperscaler. You can write a ticket, and if you need something in addition to that ticket, probably a different engineer will work on the second ticket. And that's something which isn't happening in the Open Telekom Cloud.
Yeah, nice. Thank you very much. And then
maybe, Wolfgang, you forgot
Kevin.
something? The
Really?
partner events as well, I guess.
The most important thing, why to be a partner with Open
Not
Telekom
only the
Cloud.
partner events, but I think as well the ebcont can grow with the Open Telekom Cloud, and the Open Telekom Cloud as well can learn from ebcont as well. So this is the thing to have a good partnership together.
Yeah, really cool. Nice to hear. Then I would hand over to Stefan.
Yeah, thank you a lot. So yeah, you really appreciate the partnership here. At one hand, we are a pretty big company. We deliver a lot of things with multiple regions at one hand, but at the other hand also, we are, let's call, one-to-one enough to really know the people. So you have direct contacts, you know who to contact, who to ask, etc. So this is great to hear also for us from your end as a partner of us. So yeah, so we heard a lot about ebcont, about your availabilities, possibilities, etc. Why you are using Open Telekom Cloud, why Open Telekom Cloud is your most favorite cloud solution, right?
Totally.
So
if you remember, Jona always introduced me in the way like he's the one really fanboy of Open Telekom Cloud, and that's still true.
So now we have it on video here. All right, and then I would like to look a little bit together with you here all into the future of ebcont. Are there any plans, any ideas you would like to introduce to the audience here? So are there any new product solutions, new elements you would like to deliver to your customers? Are there any additional plans to further use OTC? Something like this, a little bit into the future.
Yeah, I mean, we, as Kevin previously showed, we have a big impact of footprint in the public sector, and the Open Telekom Cloud is a great product for the public sector with all the compliance standards which are met. And what we're planning to do, or already started to do, and it's already published, is a managed service. So it's about unstructured data, which doesn't sound that sexy, but let's call it in a different way. Unstructured data are nothing else than files. So it's just file data. And everybody in every company, there's always this file share. Everybody wants to get rid of because there are media data on it, and every time somebody is working on that file, for some reason it gets broken. Because additional people were opening it at the same time, and then the file gets broken. And we know the struggle companies having here. So we created a managed file service where such file shares are stored as a backend in the Open Telekom Cloud, and there is just an on-premise file share which is just caching the most relevant and most recent data automatically, but everything else is stored in the Open Telekom Cloud. And through the caching, we will create snapshots all over the time. And if there is really a file broken for some reason, we can still go to the latest snapshot and restore the file within a few seconds.
Which service or services are you using for this on the Open Telekom Cloud as a platform?
So that's the object storage service,
The OBS,
mainly
yeah.
to store the data and the snapshots on the cloud. But actually, that's the only service we really need on Open Telekom Cloud. But especially file storage is something, or storage in general is something which is so much cheaper in the cloud if you compare it to an on-premise data center. You can never have the same price for file storage on your on-premise data center. And even if you have the same price, then you can be sure you don't have the same security in regards of availability, but also in case of data transfer rates and all that stuff. So I think it's one of the most beneficial cloud services to store data in a cloud data center, because it's very, very cheap and very, very reliable.
So there you take the OBS, the object storage service, as a baseline for your service. Then you put everything on top to really utilize it, to build all of the backup criteria, etc. And at the same time also you benefit that during using the OBS, you directly have a spread across all availability zones and one of the highest data protection levels you can achieve.
Exactly. And the beneficial part also is it's not like you have this file system or this file share in just one location. You can spread it all around your branches and all have the same data, because everything is, in the end, everything is coming from the Open Telekom Cloud, from this central repository. And so you can ensure that the data, there are no duplicates or different versions of it. So you can ensure that the data quality is always high.
All right. Sounds very, very interesting. So thank you a lot for giving us here all a little bit of an introduction. What is ebcont? What are your products, services, offerings, etc.? And when we have nothing to add, I would say thank you a lot to the audience for giving us your time. Thank you a lot, Wolfgang, and also Kevin from ebcont to inviting us here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Here in the beautiful Vienna. I hope you see a little bit in the background something of the nice city. And with this,
We see us next time.
see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.